Hi everybody, how are you? I hope everybody's fine and welcome in this video. So I decided to do a video about this case. It's on Asus here. It's on R516U model. It's from another shop, as you can see here, with missing screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missing screws. Here I usually got PC like this with missing screws when it's from another shops. Anyway, it doesn't matter. For the screws they will add the missing screws. I hope just that it's not messed up with the board inside. In fact, the laptop issue is that they have tried to install a system without any luck. They say that the PC when powered, it gets directly to Bios settings, which I have checked with the guy that brings it there. Yes, I always check the state of the laptop before booking it up. Anyway, let's see together what the PC does when trying to power it. So let's power the bench power supply. Let's set it on 19 volt, and this one, as it has I don't know if you have noticed this, it's an i7 with the GeForce GTX 960M. So it should be 19 volt and around 6 ohms. So yes, here 19 volt, 6.32 ohms. Sorry, I don't know if it's clear too, but anyway, you have to trust me. It's 19 volt, 16.6, sorry, 0.32 ohms, which means this laptop needs a 120 watt adapter. Anyway, I usually use the power supply. If needed, I will use an adequate adapter. Anyway, let's power the power supply and let's hit or smash enter or so. Yes, it's on now. Let's see what we are going to have as a display. So it takes time to show Asus logo, and when the logo vanishes, it takes another time to restart. And here we got the reboot and select proper boot device, or insert boot media and select the boot device and press OK. So I think as I have asked about the system on the driver, they said that they have tried to format the driver outside the laptop, but using Windows 10, so that to check if it will boot when once installed on the PC, but they say that they got the green or the blue screen, sorry, the blue screen. Okay, so let's not waste time here. Let's try to boot with the USB. Okay, in this one I have, I think, Windows 10 installation. Let's try it. Let's put it on the USB ports. Let's do Control Shift Sup. Let's escape. I think with Asus it's always escape, usually, not always. So here we got the hard drive as the first option, USB disk the second, and the third we have the UEFI USB disk. So let's try this, the first USB option, to see what we will get. So we got both options from the USB, and I have here Aliens boot, Windows 10, Windows 7, and Windows another Windows 7. So let's try to boot with Windows 10, for example. So the guy that brings this laptop says that even when trying to format the laptop using the USB key, they got the blue screen, or sometimes the laptop refuses to boot on the USB. So here we got this. Let's wait to see if we will get something. Yes, it restarts. Here it's a restart process, because here it gives the USB boot first screen. Yes, but without any option this time. Let's wait another few seconds. Okay, so to my experience, this may be two things: either Bios issue, which if I had to say about the percentages of being Bios issue, I would say 60%, 40% board issue. I have excluded the HDD or disk drive issue because, as you know, it's from another shop. They have tried with other disks, so the hard drive issue is excluded. It may be sometimes this may be due to bad adapter. With this laptop we have to use 120 wattage adapter. If we use less than that, we may get like these symptoms, but the professional guys won't miss on that anyway. So they may have tried different adapters. I think they may have tried different adapters. Anyway, I don't have to check with the adapter, as I am using my bench power supply, which I trust because I am working with it daily. So the laptop restarts. In fact, it's the third restarting now, because when we have booted from the USB. We got the first boot, which is this, and when we have chosen the Windows 10, it reboots again and gives us the USB boot first page again. Let's try Windows 7. The last option here, it's Windows 7. Hit enter. So it's the same USB key, so I haven't changed it. So here we got this message: assert if error state to invalid parameters. So no boot file found for UEFI. So that means that the BIOS is configured to be booted from UEFI OS. Okay, I restart again. Let's try again the Windows 10. No, why trying it? We got issue with it in the beginning, so why wasting time? Let's just restart and get in BIOS settings. I think it's let's use sorry, and let's plug the power again. Let's remove the USB. Let's choose the BIOS setting. Let's press escape to get in boot options so that we can choose the BIOS setting boot option again. So here we have enter setup, the second option, go. So first thing to do is to load the optimized default, which can be done by clicking F9 and accept with yes. Then let's navigate to advanced. Here we have, so it restarts. The laptop restarts again. It's not a problem of the power because the laptop only drops 0.809 and sometimes it reaches 1 ohms, which simply means that either there's no battery inside or it's not connected. Probably it's not connected because I usually got laptops from other shops with internal battery. I usually got them with the battery disconnected. It's a security measurement that we agreed about it so that we can avoid problems. So here the laptop reboots while we are on. I think it reboots because we have changed to default and it needs to reboot to take the changes into effect. So let's enter again to BIOS. Let's go to advanced. Here let's go to SATA configuration to see its AHCI. So it starts again. So I am not aware of this. They haven't mentioned that it restarts when getting in BIOS options, but that maybe confirms the BIOS issue. So first thing to do is to what? To do clean me. In fact, it's advised to do clean me and at the same time repair BIOS region, which means replace the BIOS region with an update, a new update one. But I usually prefer to start with the me region to be sure what is exactly the issue with the BIOS. So I'm going to just do clean me in the first step. Then so let's keep it on the first page on BIOS settings and wait a few seconds to see if it will restart or no. Then if it doesn't restart, we then navigate to another tab, advanced or boot or security or any one of the other tabs, and see if it will restart or no. So we have to collect as much as information so that whenever we encounter the same symptoms we may have a good idea from the beginning and go directly to the solution. So here, as you can see, it doesn't restart. Let's navigate to advanced, but I'm going to let it on the tab without entering or changing anything. Let's just wait. I don't think it's because it's restarting because of DC jack. I don't think that. So here I am moving it and it's powered by the power supply, which can't be the cause of restarting. Let's go to boot, security now, save and exit. Let's go back to boot or advanced, and let's move to SATA configuration. Enter. Let's wait. I'm going to let it few seconds and then hit enter. So we have RAID and we have HCI mode. So let's keep the first one, get out of here, and now let's go to boot, and here let's enable, it's already enabled, the CSM is enabled. Okay, where's the secure boot? So it should be in the security. Let's go to secure boot menu and let's disable it. Secure boot control, it's disabled. Okay, we have done F9 in the beginning to load the optimized defaults, and I don't think that the optimized default should be set on the secure boot disabled. So let's do it again. So as you can see here, it's enabled. Now it's enabled. Before it was disabled, now it's enabled. So when we load the optimized default at the beginning, and it doesn't take effect, and the BIOS hasn't saved that setting. So now let's save. So I haven't done nothing. I was about to click the F10. It's a reflex because I am used to deal with a lot of HPs, but the laptop restarts before even I touched the key. So it's a restart, I think. No, the bench power supply tells that it's not a restart, but let's wait. I am not going to power using power button. Let's wait just to see if there will be a restart or no. So let's wait a few seconds. No, so this time it's a shutdown. Okay, let's power again. Now it takes time to power, to display, sorry, and it restarts during BIOS setting while we are in BIOS setting, and in the last attempt it even shuts down. These symptoms should be BIOS issue. Now it's restart again, the power supply is on zero, now it's restarting, and I think these symptoms are BIOS issues, so don't waste time. Or let's try to configure to change the BIOS settings and check if the BIOS will keep the changes. So let's go quickly to boot security, secure boot menu. It's disabled. Let's do F10 optimize default, yes. Let's save F10, yes. So now we should have the secure boot enabled because we have download, yes, it's enabled because we have downloaded, we have uploaded the optimized defaults settings. So again, let's disable it, yes. Let's hit F10, yes, and go again to BIOS settings. Let's wait for the logo and hit escape. Again, BIOS settings, let's go to boot. So here we have the CSM is disabled. Let's enable it. Let's save, yes. Again, let's go to BIOS settings and check if our settings, last setting, is taking effect or not. So boot, yes, it's enabled. So let's try again with a USB bootable device and check. So let's do F10. We don't need in fact, but let's just save again and escape whenever the logo appeared and go to. So here we have the boot options of the USB. Okay, let's choose the second one, which is not the FA. So we got the boot options of the USB key. Let's choose Windows 10, which is the second one. Hit enter and let's see what we will get. So here we have this, so let's wait. Whenever you got this when using Windows 10 installation USB or DVD, you have to wait because sometimes it's working underground, or how do you call it in English. So you have to wait and be patient until you got something. So here we got what seems like the first boot of our USB device, which means that we have an issue with this mobile. Okay, we can try another USB before dealing with BIOS. So let's try this Windows 10. So no need to wait here, it's an issue either with the USB which we are using or with the laptop, but 100% it's the laptop, because if it's not the laptop, why have I received it from another shop? That's logic. So let's try this Windows 10. So we have two options, UFA to shape a partition, or the second one, which is not UFA. So let's choose the second one. We have backlight but nothing, so let's wait. Backlight and nothing on the screen, nothing at all. Let's wait. Okay. So these distance are taking long time, but it's a necessary process to do in order to have an idea about the general issue of the laptop. So it takes long time, which means that something wrong. Let's just restart using Ctrl L Alt Delete, which doesn't take effect, which means let's just shut it off using the power button. Let's power again, escape for boot menu, and let's choose the first UFI option of our USB device. Hit enter. So we got what you see here, this. So let's deal with the BIOS. Remove power, remove USB device, open. So we don't have so many screws, so let's remove these. We have just 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Yes, 4 screws. The others are missing. So let's see what do we have inside. Oh yes, as I said, the battery is there but not connected. So let's see what do we have here. It's RAM. Oh yeah, we have only the, I think, the integrated RAM, and the extended one is not present. So I have to add something else here about the probabilities. It may be the RAM issue. So we may try to add an extended RAM before dealing with BIOS. We may try with an extended RAM. maybe the integrated one has an issue. Let's keep the battery not connected, but I have to remove it from the case. So the first screw, the second, and here the third. I think that's all. Yes, yes, there's another one here, but it's missing. So normally it has 4 screws, but one is missing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's remove the battery. Let's put back the cover like this without using any screw. We have the extended RAM correctly plunged, so let's try again. Who knows, maybe we will get some. Let's try with the first USB device which we have tried in the beginning, and let's plunge power. First of all, let's power off the bench power supply, and now power it. Yes, and then it's auto starting because the battery is absent. So let's wait for the display, and now escape, and it restarts. Yes, it's a restart, which is not normal in Asus. If it's a Dell, I would think of it being normal, but in Asus, no, it's not normal at all. So let's choose the second option of our USB device. Let's see what we will get. Yes, we got the options, and it's restarting. Yes. So I think we shouldn't waste time anymore. Let's just deal with the BIOS. I don't think it's a RAM issue. Anyway, if it's a RAM issue, we have to exclude the BIOS issue first. So let's remove this, and what do we need now? We need to remove the motherboard from the case. So let's use this screwdriver, which is a fast one. So here as you can see here, the case is not attached with the HDD, which is in fact a bad thing. I hate like these situations. In fact, I don't know why they didn't have used at least 2 screws, one here and one here. So this is not in fact a good job. So I hope the guys haven't messed with the BIOS with the original dump. I hope so. So let's just remove the board, and it seems like the board is not removed at all, but I am not sure. So let's remove the fan connector here. So we need to remove these screws. Okay, let's do it manually first, then we can use the electrical screwdriver. So these ones should be removed too. Here. So the Wi-Fi antennas out. Now let's use electrical screwdriver. Let's remove these screws. Now remove the flex cables, all these, and don't forget, whenever you remove the flex, these I don't know how it calls, it's called in English, don't let it like this open. You always close it, or you may break it when you put the motherboard on the table. So always close them before removing the board. So still something holds the board. I think it's just this connector here. Let's remove the fan. Remove this connector, this cable, sorry, flex cable. Yeah. Still we have screws here. These, this, and this. We have to move this up. Should we pay? We have to pay attention with these. So remove the motherboard. So don't forget to put down this and use at least one screw to hold it in place. Who knows, you may want to open the laptop, and if it's not this is not fixed with the screw, you may break it or break the case. So at least one screw before dealing with something else, or you might forget about that, and when opening the case or when opening the lid, you may break something. Okay, here we have the board. The board seems okay. Nothing to mention except this screw which holds the Wi-Fi module. Someone had tried to remove it, and it's yes, they tried to remove it. Let's remove. Okay. And the microcontroller is under this module. So the BIOS should be on the other side. BIOS chip, no, it's not there, but some dirt around here and here. Anyway, I'm not going to clean anything before taking photos, but let's find that BIOS first. So the BIOS, it's not here. Shouldn't be here. So it's somewhere here. Here, hidden. Yes, here it is. Here it is. It's the BIOS here. I don't think it has been desoldered before. Yes, it seems not touched at all. So remove it with what here? Remove it with using soldering iron, or using hot air quickly. So if we are going to use hot air, we have to remove. So as it's green board, I am going to use hot air. Maybe you're wondering why I am going to use hot air on a green board. Simply because on green boards, to my experience, it's easy to take out the chips using hot air. It doesn't take a lot of time, but in blue ones or in Mac boards, it's another story. So let's use manually first, like this, like this. Okay, now remove quickly. Still one here, one here. Remove the fan connector. Let's put this aside. Let's remove this sticker, or it will be burned by using hot air. So to confirm what I have said, that it's easy to take chips from this board, so just take a look here. So I have powered my hot air station, and let's as far as the hot station reaches the desired temperature, the chip will no longer take long time to come out. As you can see, I haven't used any flux, and the chip comes out quickly. So remember that green boards are not like Mac boards or blue boards. In green ones, the component can be taken using hot air easily. Otherwise, if it's a Mac board or blue board, and I have the BIOS chip next to RAM connector and next to near the processor, and here we have the GPU, I would use soldering iron. Okay, so now let's deal with the BIOS. Where's the chip? Here it is. Where's the programmer? Here it is. Let's put this aside. So we don't need to clean it, as we haven't used any flux, but we need to check the model. So the model here we have If it's clear, then we don't need to clean. If not, we have to clean it. So it's not clear. There's a glue on the ship because of the sticker, because of this sticker was hiding it. So there's a glue on it, so we need to clean the ship. So let's use EPA. Okay, still we have something there. Let's check now. Can't see anything with this magnifier. It's a wind band and it's a 25Q64 FV. We can use the scoop. Let's power the scoop first. So let's power it first. Okay. So scoop, let's see what do we have here. So let's zoom. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a 25Q64 FV. If you're not sure, you just have to clean again like this. Why not? Let's clean. That might help others, beginners. So still, if still you have like this, you just hold it with the tweezer and use hot air on the ship. Still, let's use some EPA on it like this, and don't brush. Hold it with tweezer like this and use hot air directly on the EPA. So still needs brushing. Let's do that. It's because of the glue that some characters are not clear. Me, I am sure of what's written on it, but I just want to show how we can get the ship clean. So it's a 25Q64 FV. It doesn't matter if it's FV or BV. We just have to pay attention if it's not on FW, 1. If it's on FW, if we have 64 FW, then you have to use the 1.8 volt adapter with that chip. So let's go back to our cam. Let's put the BIOS on the adapter like this. And I'm going to use the Mini Pro. Takes longer than RT, but in fact I trust this more than RT, because even if it takes time, but I am sure that the read and the erase and blanking and programming are done perfectly, if no error message. And with RT sometimes we may get some message or successful message, but the programming might be bad. I have experienced that, so that it's why I prefer using Mini Pro. So let's open our Mini Pro software. So let's zoom a little. Let's detect. So we have said it's an FV. So let's choose the W25Q64 FV, and it's a SOC 8. Select. So I have checked this to not forget it when programming. In fact, we don't need to check blank check when reading, but I have checked it so that I won't forget it while programming. So let's read. And the time of reading, let's check the board number. So the board number is here. It's K501UW, mainboard rev 2.0, and we can so as I am going to do clean me in the beginning, I am not in a hurry for searching for the official BIOS. If still same issue with clean me, then we have to repair the BIOS origin. Now let's just do clean me and program again the ship and see if any changes. Okay, this takes time. In fact, that's why I don't want to make videos about repairing, because when I'm doing the video it takes me a long time to deal with the issue. Anyway, let's be patient this time and finish with this laptop. So finished, read successful. Let's click on cancel, and let's save. Let's save on desktop. Yes, I am going to make a new folder. Let's call it Asus. So we have saved. Let's check the model on the bottom case. It's R or R516U. Let's give it a name. So I'm just going to give it a number, and it will be 01. Yes, and save. File has been saved. Now we have to read it again using another adapter. I am going to change this adapter and use another one. I am even going to change the programmer. So let's see if it will detect it. Yes, so cancel. We already have selected the right model here, and let's read again. So if this file turns out to be identical to the first one we have saved, then we can continue. We can erase our shape and do clean me to the file, then program again and check if the issue is solved. So I'm going to fire now the LBE. I'm going to use LBE with this case. It's quicker. So let's wait for the read to finish and then save with the number 2 this time. Then compare the two files. If they are identical, then we are going to move to the next step, which is the clean me. Yes, it takes time with Mini Pro, but I am confident and I trust Mini Pro much more than RT. So let's cancel here and save. What? So the way I have done an error in the beginning, I haven't saved the file in the folder which I created, but I think it's on the desktop. So let's just save it this time in the folder. Yes, and let's check the folder. Here it is. We have only one, and the other should be this one. Let's check properties. So it's here we have the time, and we can check the time. So it's the one which we have saved in the beginning. Let's put it in the same folder, and let's open both files with our editor and go to analysis, data analysis, and compare the files are identical, so I am 100% sure that my backup file is exactly as it is on the chip. So let's close this and close the folder, and let's go to LBE, let's go to messy port tools and open the file here. Let's go to our desktop. Where is that desktop? Here. Let's go to Asus R516U folder. Let's choose anyone. Let's choose the 01 file. Let's do analyze. When we hit analyze here, it gives us the me analyzer. Enter. So we have here 1100 1194 production extracted consumer LP. We have here power down mitigation, it's no, so we have to check the right file here. So the right file will be, we have said it's a production and extracted and consumer LP. So here we have consumer LP, corporate extracted consumer LP. So here we have consumer, this is, and here we have NPDM, which means power down mitigation, no, so it's this one. We have to choose this me file, me region file. So it's production, as we have here PRD, it's set it to power down mitigation, no, and it's on LP, consumer LP, like we have here, and the size exactly the same, 0x1BF000. Okay, so we choose the right one and we go to manual me. We open the system tools 11, version 11, as we have here 11 me region. So let's double click on this and let's open the folder to follow the changes. So as you have here, we have two files which are created. This is the log of this tool, and this spare me, it's the me region file which we have selected here. So it's named spare me by this tool, and it's uploaded here in the folder so that you will use it. So let's open, let's pay attention to this folder here. Let's do this. Let's move this here, move this here, so that you can see. So we may drag this here or just open, so it goes directly to our folder because we are working on that folder. So let's choose, let's open the 0201. So let's open the 02 because the 01 we have opened, or the 01 because we have opened it already with the LBE. Let's open this one or load it. So here we have the folder with the same name as the bin file. So we go to build setting, generate, let's make it on now, close, and let's check the protection here of the boot guard. So it's disabled. That's what I need to know, and that's all. Let's save the configuration file. Let's name it anything, Asus, yes, and save. So here we have our configuration file. Now this permit, which is in the me region, we rename it me region, and we move it to this folder here, which has the name of our dump, and we get in the folder and we move this to. So I have said we move this me region to this folder here, because we have the original me region here, and it has to be replaced with this one before building our image. So we go back to our tool, we open the configuration file Asus, and so let's go back here, and our out image will appear here in a few seconds. Let's build our image. Yes, so we got here the message about, where is that message? The message about where is that message? Sorry, here we got it. So no message concerning boot guard. I don't believe that. Normally we have to get a message. Let's do build image again. Normally we have to get this on the first place. Okay, let's click on yes, and here we have the out image. Let's analyze the out image with me analyzer, enter. So configured. Let's open it with this tool, and let's check the configure the boot guard. Yes, it's disabled. Okay, that's fine. This guard, I don't need to save anything else. We just open our out image here. Okay, and we click on program. So let's wait for programming process. Okay, meanwhile let's bring the motherboard. So this time I'm going to use some flax. I don't know if I have to add some solder, but anyway I will see that with the scope when soldering the chip using hot air. Again, hot air, because it won't take a long time, but pay attention not to burn this connector. let's go back to our programmer. So still programming, it's on blank thinking now. So programming not yet started, and the ship has been erased first, and then now it's blank chicken. The ship should be blanked before writing anything on it, otherwise you may get corrupted file at the end. Now it's programming code memory, and the last step will be to check whether the out image which we have used is identical to what is written on the ship. So you have to be patient with programmers, and in fact I'd prefer to take programming to take time rather than doing it quickly. The programmers that doing programming quickly, I don't trust in them, in fact. I usually read it after programming. When, for example, I use any programmer rather than this Mini Pro, I always read the ship again after programming and save the file, and then I have to compare the saved file with the one that I have used to program to see if they are identical. And that takes exactly the same time as using Mini Pro, so why not using Mini Pro from the beginning, and it will take the same time. So let's hope that this clean me will fix our issue. Okay. I'm sorry guys, I have to take a look on my favorite server. Okay, what's this? Interesting. Okay, I will come back and read this. I don't want to read that in this video, so let's just wait for this programming to finish, and then I can read that. I hope I'm still recording. Yes, it's recording. One day I have done a video with on Asus, if I still remember, and I was thinking that I was recording. In fact, I was just wasting my time. The recording hasn't been started on my OBS, and it was in fact a loss of time. In fact, the issue has been resolved. It has taken me a long time because I am thinking that I am doing a video, and at the end it turns out that I am not recording at all, and I am not used to record videos about repairing, that's why. So here we have our programming successful, so we just cancel here and let's go back to our board, and let's take the chip from here, and so here let's use the loop. So let's zoom. So where's pin 1? Where's the dot? Let's just do this with it there. So let's check with the meter to locate the ground pin. So I think, yes, here is the ground. So this is pin 1. So we have the symbol here, but I have to be sure. Nothing to lose if you take 10 seconds to use the meter, the multimeter. Okay, so pin 1 here, the orientation should be like this. Let's just put it there, and as you can see here, the shape is taking its place. It's done. Yes, let's wait for the board to cool down. So we can put it, meanwhile, put it on its place here. To save time, let's remove this screw here, and let's hold this up. So let's make the board on its place like this. Take this and this flex cable. Okay, so it's glued with the case, so we have to take it up like this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and this should be here, this should be here, the other cable here. Let's use the tweezer. Okay, this one is a small one. These cables, you have to pay attention with the antennas, so I am not going to plug the module right now, so I am just going to secure the board by covering the antennas with sticker. Let's put this down, use this. Let's add another one, and this one, another one here. Okay, 2 should be okay. Let's put the heatsink. This here. Okay, so you have to choose the right screws. I am used to different sizes of screws, and I know by to my experience I know which screw I have to use in which place. So if you're not sure, or if you're a beginner, you have to pay attention with the screws you're using. If you use a longer screw in a wrong place, you may damage the board. So pay attention to what you're doing. Let's use this quickly. That's fine. Let's tighten manually. The second heatsink, the second fan, like this, I think. Yes, like this. Yeah. Splodge the connector. That's fine. Let's use a screw with our fan. Yes, one will be enough. Yes, let's add another one there. Okay, that's fine. Now let's plug the screen cable. Okay, so let's use just the integrated RAM for the moment, for the test. Let's put the cover just to protect things, and let's hope for the best. Okay, as there's no disk, we are going to use our USB support. So if it's fixed, which I hope, then we can call it a success. If no, then I have to stop the video and I have to troubleshoot the board to see what's exactly wrong with this laptop. So let's plug power. Let's power the power supply. It's on. It takes time to display. Okay, let's yes, first option, why not? Windows 10, second option. So now it goes to, I think it goes to the installation of Windows 10. I hope it's the case. We have no disk, in fact, but we have to be sure if things are uh, done as it should. Then we, okay, it's a good sign. Let's see what we will get. We don't have any driver installed, but as I said, I have to be sure first of all that the issue is solved. So now we just need to install hard driver, and install our system. So let's power off, and let's power off the power supply too. Let's remove the USB first, and if you have noticed, I haven't installed the battery. Better not to install any battery for the moment. Let's, okay, we have this, we need to, this has no screws here, so we need to fix the driver on this case first before, so I'm going to use just 2 screws. In fact, it was I received it like this, with no screw at all on this case, which I said it's not a good thing to do. I am going to use 2 screws at least, and then install it on its place. And I have noticed something, this case is not, maybe it's not the this case is not designed for this laptop, or the hard drive should be a 10 one. This is a bigger one. I think it should be a 10, that slim, or I don't know how you call it in English, slim one, or a tiny hard drive. But anyway, I have received it with this drive, so let's use this drive. I have forgotten something. I have forgotten to test this drive with my tools on my PC, but anyway, let's just try to install, and we hope so. Let's, okay, so that we can work. Something is pushing the cover. It's this. I told you this one is not, either it's not for this laptop, or the drive is a bigger one for this laptop. Bigger, not in terms of this on the bigger in terms of I mean, it should be like this drive. Let me show you. This drive, for example, is a thin drive. This one is a thin drive. It's tiny here, and the other one which we have here, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, let's just hold this using screw. Pay attention not to drop screws inside the case here, or you may get beautiful fireworks. Sorry, I have forgotten this here, so it's a mistake. Don't put anything on the board. Fortunately, I have noticed that I don't have it here with the screws, that's why I remembered it. So let's close again. So I don't want to use any screw for the moment because I may need to open it again, but let's just put one screw here. So we need to save as much time as possible. That's why I don't want to use all screws for the moment. So let's plug the power supply here. Get rid of this screwdriver. Let's put the key, the USB key, and now let's power the power supply. It's auto on. Let's just wait for the display and then hit escape. Restart, I don't know why, maybe because of the, we don't have here the drive, the HDD drive, so let's go to settings and SATA configuration. Here we have RAID. Let's change it to AHCI and let's save. So I have changed the SATA controller mode. I don't know if you have seen that, but now we have the drive here. So let's just use our USB drive to install the, I have chosen the UEFI. That's fine, I think should be okay now. So let's hope for the best. So let's wait. I hope we will get that waiting here. Yes, here we have it, and that's a good sign. So let's, okay, so let's push suivant in French, which means next. Here, install now. Ok, pour nos auditeurs francophones, j'aimerais bien faire un résumé de ce qu'on avait fait dans cette vidéo. So the problem was, le problème était avec l'installation de ce PC. Ce PC a été déjà dans un autre atelier et ils n'ont pas parvenu à installer un système d'exploitation sur le disque dur. Le problème était avec le BIOS. Comme vous avez vu dans le début de cette vidéo, nous avons essayé plusieurs options dans la configuration de BIOS. And here we got the blue screen again. Okay, let's just do this. Let's skip the FI. Let's use the CSM or okay. Again, this is not a good sign, but let's restart. Control Alt. Let's use escape. Let's go to setup. Let's load the default F9. Yes. Let's save. Yes. Again, setup. I have noticed an important thing which should be done. It's the time and date. Sorry. So we are in 25. So here should be 01. Sorry, I have to use the plus and minus. So here we have the 1. Sorry, enter. Where we sorry, again, enter. 25, enter. 22. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Before saving, let's change the SATA configuration to HCI because the drive is not recognized again in the boot options. And let's save again, escape to get the boot options. Anyway, the good idea is that now we at least managed to go to road. So here, secure boot violation, invalid signature detected, check secure boot policy in setup. Okay, let's I think that USB, let's try this one. Control Alt Sup to restart, escape boot menu again. Okay, neither this one. Okay, let's I don't know if I have, let's use this one, and let's not use, let's disable the secure boot. That sucks. It's in security, secure boot menu, disable. Okay, now let's go to boot and let's enable the CSM option. Okay, escape for boot option. So the good news is that it no longer takes time in displaying and getting in BIOS settings, which means that the problem was with the BIOS from the beginning. So let's try again the UEFI. Okay, I'm just going to try. I don't think it's okay. That's a good sign. Let's hope for the best. If still the blue screen, then I will do BIOS region repair to the BIOS, and before troubleshooting the board. But I am sure 80 80% that it's a BIOS issue. This is a BIOS issue. So here it may be a RAM issue. I have forgotten about the RAM, but let's just try the other option before adding the extended RAM. As we have this, we are going to wait. Okay, let's wait. I got a lot of messages in my phone. Maybe check if it's not my wife. Okay, so we got it restarted. Let's again. So let's stop. Let's add the memory. Who knows? Maybe we need more memory, or the integrated one has an issue. So let's add this. Done. Let's do cover back. Use just one screw. Okay. Let's power the power supply. Let's power. It's on. Let's check the settings. I don't think it's still holding the time and date. Indeed, because the battery is not installed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So again, restarts, maybe because of the new RAM installed. And let's go to setup. So we have the date back to the original date. Doesn't matter. Let's go to installation. Let's use UEFI. Windows 10. Okay. Restarting again, I think. Okay. Okay. Let's check settings again. I have to check with another. Okay. One more time with this same USB device before using another one. We have a lot of supports here. Okay, so check view setting once more, enter, put this here. So we have advanced SATA configuration, it's as it should. USB configuration, enables both. We have, and that's fine. Secure boot menu, it's disabled. Okay, that's fine. Hard drive use priority. Okay, let's just choose the USB as the first one. Specs. Now remove this and let's use another one. Yes, save. Okay, emission. Let's choose again. Restarting. Okay. Let's we may need to do BIOS region repair. Now we have this, but let's use the classic installation. Reboot and select proper boot device or insert boot media on. Okay, Control and Super. Okay, we have here, let's check the graphic configuration. Keep it as it is. Start, and then we got smart setting. What do we have in smart setting? SATA configuration already checked. Network stack USB configuration already checked. The boot, here we have the SSM is enabled. Okay, the secure boot is disabled. yes, disabled. Save and exit, yes. So last attempt before going home. I shall continue tomorrow with this laptop, and I may stop the video here. Anyway, we have some improvement with this laptop. Anyway, let's check with Windows environment, live environment. Okay. This one or this one? Let's choose this one. Okay. So Windows 10 64-bit. Something wrong even when Windows live. Try again. This time don't use UFI. Yes, let's just choose 32 bits, and why not 64? Go. So 64%, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and 95 and 100. Okay, if it loads, then again a blue screen. This may be still maybe of Bios region issue. So let's stop the video here, and I will let's just try another time. Now we should or let's I have an idea. Let's check with another USB support, this one. Okay, so it's this one. Go. Many restarts. It's Windows 8. We have to try many options. to see exactly what's the problem. I don't think it has nothing to do with the tape of Windows. This has to do with the BIOS region corruption or integrated memory. So let's stop the video here and see you in the next one, and bye bye.